and here's the trade I took today on Meta. So what interested me about Meta today was this juicy gap we had. So Meta had been showing some strength. I think it's not shown here, but there was earnings last week, I believe, and those earnings had caused a run up, and then as we could see last week, we sort of had this failed break higher that resulted in a sweep of the structure on the levels in the daily and formed a morning star hanger candle, and then we gapped down, and then we've had a couple subsequent days of selling, and all of a sudden we're at this gap that had been forming from last month. So what I was looking at going into open was how price responds to that gap, and I had that marked out on the charts, which also sort of lined up with pre-market low. So basically, what happened is we moved below it quickly, and well, first we sort of tried to move above it. We swept pre-market high, and that actually would have been a very nice entry, but it was super aggressive, especially kind of based on the sell-off we had, and things did push higher off the open. I think SPY and QQQ on the minute actually had a similar type of price action, but I didn't take it, and then price moved into that level, which also then happened to be pre-market low, as there's obviously a very tight range of Meta in the pre-market, but we moved lower, and then I initially sort of took this break of the 5-minute opening range because we were below that gap level, expecting a move lower, especially kind of after we had this push to view up and this aggressive selling down into that level, but I took it, and then wasn't sure. I kind of took a couple quick partials, which probably with a higher time frame move, I probably should have let it roll a little bit, but I generally like to do that just to kind of give myself a little bit of breathing room. And then it came back up, and I got stopped out at break even. Probably should have left it go a little bit, but sometimes I do that because I feel like I can always re-enter, which I did. So a couple minutes later, we hit that 5-minute opening range breakdown, and I took that trade down. If you can kind of see here, that was, so we put that stop above VWAP. That was a nice sort of 1 to 3, taking profits along the way down. So pretty much took profits at the bottom there, and then as it started to turn, I exited most of my positions. So it didn't fully fill the gap. If we can kind of look back on the daily, we still have some room here. So maybe that's something that sets up tomorrow. See how the market responds. But as we can see with a lot of the market, it bounced pretty nicely. So we'll wait and see, and we'll see what happens. But that was a good trade on Meta today. I hope that was helpful. Have a good day.